Do you struggle to define a niche? Does the concept of choosing a niche for your marketing funnel business seem overly confusing, perhaps even a little counterintuitive? In this video, I want to talk to you about why a niche is not the market that you go after, and in fact, a niche is something that you become. And if you struggle to define a niche, we're going to cover that off in this video. So there's a lot of confusion, I think, about what a niche is. There's a lot of marketing gurus and experts out there who want to tell you kind of, oh, you should go after this niche, or you should go after that niche, or you want to find people with like wads of cash. And the reality is that yes, you absolutely do need to have a niche, especially for a marketing funnel business, because there are going to be more and more funnel builders entering the market in the next kind of 5 years, and unless you have something to differentiate yourself, and unless you're going after a particular market, you're going to really struggle to find customers. The problem comes when we define what a niche is within our business. I think what we're taught a niche is incorrect. A niche isn't a market that you go after. A niche is something that you become with your business. The market is where you and your customers live, but that's not your niche. What I need you to imagine is a bullseye, and I need you to imagine all of the potential customers that you could work with, whether they're in your niche or not, all of the people that you could add value to, all of the businesses and customers that you could work with over your time in the marketplace with your business. That's the marketplace, is this huge target, kind of like a dartboard, right? A niche is the dart. The niche is the thing that you throw at the market to define who you are, to impact that marketplace. It's the thing that you become. Let me give you an example. A market might be people traveling. I'm at the airport right now, so it might be people traveling with their family. Okay, so that's the market. You and your business as the niche might be helping families who have a disabled child travel easily and stress-free. That's the niche. It's the literal definition of it. The niche is, or a niche is, a problem that you solve or a result that you get for a group of people that other people don't want to serve, that your competition don't want to serve. A lot of the time we'll look at things like industries and we'll say, yeah, I go after the service industry, or I go after, accountants, or I go after solicitors, or I go after the manufacturing industry, and that's not a niche. It's not nearly well defined enough. There's nothing about that says that you solve that problem uniquely. There's nothing that says that you achieve that result that no one else wants to go after. There's nothing that says there's a group of people that you're going to serve that no one else wants to serve. Instead, what you need to do is define the problem or the result that you're going to work with and you're going to get that no one else wants to. You actually have to say to people, this isn't for you. Like, this isn't something that we can help with. This isn't something that we're going to be any good with. This isn't something that necessarily you're going to find any value in working with us for. You have to have the confidence to turn people away like that. You need to be this kind of ugly, weird little shape that only a few people want to work with. A lot of the time when we say we're going after a niche, all we end up doing is defining a type of market that everyone else is going to go after. There's a big misconception about whether a niche is profitable or not. You're not going to find like a group of people with wads of cash. It's kind of sitting around waiting to spend it with you. That's not going to happen. That's a complete fallacy. I think a lot of gurus and internet marketing kind of experts and stuff, they talk about this concept of the niche like it's just they're out there waiting for you to kind of solve this problem, and they've just sat around, they've got money to spend because no one else has been able to solve it. And it's not. It's the thing that you become and define. I used to have this concept called the awkward shape. I might bring it back. It's kind of old school. It's one of my first kind of business models that I used to explain the concept of a niche. It's not about you matching problems to results. It's not about you matching desires to needs or wants to desires or any of that kind of shit. You know those kind of blocks and shapes toys that you have when you're a child, and one's a star and they're wooden, and you try and slot the star-shaped shape block through the star-shaped hole, and there's a circle one and a square one. That's closer to a niche than what other people consider as like the niche or the market. You have to be able to say that, yep, some people are going to find this too awkward to work with. Some people aren't going to be interested in this. The advantage of doing this as a marketing funnel builder is you've got like an infinite range of parts of the process and parts of the customer journey and conversion types to work with. If we were to, for example, say that we only work with businesses who are releasing their second book, and in that second book they're going to want to launch to over 1,000 people. They want to generate 1,000 sales within their first month of this second book. That's a very specific problem, and that's a group of people that other people don't want to touch. Other people say, well, I don't know anything about authors. I don't know anything about book launches. I don't know anything about ordering. I don't know anything about launching to 1,000 people or any kind of event-based marketing like that. You might have experience or skills or a passion in that area, and that's the one particular type of conversion that you want to go after. Now, the qualifiers there are the people that you want to work with that other people don't want to work with, are businesses that have got a book and they're launching that book they're launching a second book, and they've already got a group of customers that are willing to buy. You're going to help them with that process, and you have to be willing to say, look, if this is your first book, or if you're not a recognized author, or if you're a business and you haven't got a list of customers for us to launch to, we can't help. You have to be willing to turn down customers. That's what your niche is. It's not the market that you go into. The market would be people who have got books. It would be authors. It would be businesses. It would be people with groups of customers. It would be a whole mix of stuff. But the niche is what you are. You are someone who helps businesses launch their second book to a group of people to generate over 1,000 sales in a couple of months. Do you have a well-defined niche? Let me know what that is. Just to go over that again, it's a problem that you can solve, or a result that you can get for a group of people that no one else wants to serve. That's the definition of a niche. You become the niche. It's not the market. You become the niche. You go into the market. That's how I want you to think about that. Let me know in the comments below if you've got a niche for yourself. In the meantime, guys, thanks very much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if this was useful. I produce new video content for funnel builders like you every single week. In the meantime, I'll see you on the next video. Keep building those funnels.